Hello students, मैं BL Sharma, Maths discussing multiple choice questions of class 9th mathematics from the chapter 8 quadrilaterals. And this is part 1. There will be so many parts here, means 50, 60, maybe 80 multiple choice questions. Please keep watching. The first question is on your screen in a parallelogram. ABCD angle A is equal to 60 degree. Then what about the other three angles? In the parallelogram, angle A is 60 degree, it is given. We know that opposite angles of a parallelogram are equals. If angle A is 60 degree, angle C will also be 60 degree. We also know that sum of two consecutive interior angles of a parallelogram is 120 degree. You can say angle A plus B is 180 degree. So angle A plus angle B is 180 degree. Angle A plus angle D is also 180 degree. This angle A is 60 degree, so angle D will be 120 degree. We also know that opposite angles of a parallelogram are equal. So if angle D is 120 degree, angle B will also be 120 degree. So B is the correct option. The diagonals are equal in a rectangle, rhombus, parallelogram, or trapezium. Say, diagonals are equal in rectangle and square. But here square is not given. So rectangle is the correct option. PQR is a trapezium in which side PQ is parallel to side SR and the angle P is equal to 130 degree, Q is equal to 110. Then what about angle R? This angle is 110 degree. This line and these two lines are parallel lines. We know that sum of interior angles is 180 degrees. So this angle is 110, then this angle will be 70 degrees. So that their sum is 180 degree. हमें पता है ट्रेपेजियम में ये टू लाइंस PQ एंड RS पैरेलल है, इसलिए एंगल Q और एंगल R का सम 180 डिग्री होगा. Q 110 है, तो एंगल R will be 70 degree. A quadrilateral whose all sides are equal, diagonals are equals and angles are equal is ऐसा quadrilateral जिसके साइड भी इक्वल हो, डायगोनल भी इक्वल हो और एंगल्स भी इक्वल हो. देखिए ये स्क्वायर होता है. इन स्क्वायर ऑल साइड्स आर इक्वल, diagonals are also equal and all angles means each angle is 90 degree means all angles are equal. In square all diagonals are equal, all angles are equal, but all sides are not equal, only opposite sides are equal. In a rhombus, all sides are equal, but diagonals are not equal. All angles are not equal. So, which is the correct option? Square is the correct option. ABCD is a parallelogram and angle A is equal to 65 degree. Then what about the sum of angles B and angle D? You have to draw the diagram for it. Diagram sometimes is not given in the question. That is why, first of all, we have to visualize it. This is a parallelogram ABCD. Angle A is equal to 65. It is already given. We know that opposite angles of a parallelogram are equal, and sum of interior angles of a parallelogram, their sum is 180 degree. So angle A plus B, their sum will be 180 degree. A is 65 degree, so B is equal to 115 degree. In a parallelogram, opposite angles are equal. So angle B is equal to angle D. So angle D is also 115 degree. A parallelogram में opposite angles equal होते हैं. This is 115 degree. That is also 115 degree. And angle B plus D, 115 plus 115, that is 230 degree. ABCD is a parallelogram, and then what about angle A minus angle C? Is equal to 60 degree, 90 degree, 80 degree, or 0 degree? We have to visualize it. This is parallelogram ABCD. We know opposite angles of a parallelogram are equal, means angle A is equal to angle C. Angle B is equal to angle D. So angle A minus angle C, because these are equal angles, so their difference will be equal to 0. So D is correct option. If the smallest, the angles of a quadrilateral are in the ratio 1 is to 2 is to 3 is to 4, what about the smallest angle? So how to find out the smallest angle C? Let one angle is 1x degree, then plus 2x degree, then plus 3x degree, plus 4x degree. ये हमने समझा कि ये 1x, 2x, 3x और 4x angles हैं, और the sum of four angles of a quadrilateral is 360 degree. So 1x plus 2x plus 3x, that is 4x plus 10x, is equal to 360. So x is equal to 360 upon 10, that is 36. So the angles are 1x is equal to 1 into 30 is 36. 2x is equal to 2 into 36, that is 72 degree, and 3x is equal to 3 into 36, 108 degree, and 4x is equal to 4 into 36, that is 144 degree. So now you can say which is the smallest angle. The smallest angle is 36 degree. So B is the correct option. ABCD is a parallelogram. Angle C is equal to 115 degree. Then what about angle B plus angle D? We have to visualize it. Angle C is equal to 115 degree. We know sum of two consecutive interior angles of a parallelogram is 180 degree. So angle B will be 65 degree. We also know that opposite angles of a parallelogram are equal. So this is also, angle D is also 65 degrees. So angle B plus D will be equal to 130 degrees. So B is the correct option. In the figure, ABCD is a rhombus. AO and DO means AO and DO, that is 4 centimeter and 3 centimeter. Then what about the perimeter of the rhombus? We know that diagonals of a rhombus bisect at 90 degree. So angle AOD is equal to 90 degree. So in this right angle triangle, we can apply Pythagoras theorem to determine AD. So AD square is equal to AO square plus DO square using Pythagoras theorem. AO is 4 centimeters, so 4 square, DO is equal to 3 centimeter, 3 square. So 16 plus 9, that is 25. So what is AD? AD is square root of 25, that is 5 centimeters. But now, what is perimeter? Perimeter means sum of all four sides. We know in rhombus, all sides are equal. AD is 5, AB is 5, BC is 5, and CD is also 5. So perimeter is 5 plus 5 plus 5 plus 5. That is 20 centimeter. So C is correct option. If the adjacent sides of a parallelogram are equal, then the parallelogram is a rectangle or a trapezium or a rhombus or a square. किसी भी पैलोग्राम की दो पास वाली साइड इक्वल होगी तो वो पैलोग्राम कैसा होगा, देखिए हम इसको विजुलाइज करते हैं। ये पैलोग्राम है, इसमें पी क्यू 3.6 सेंटीमीटर है, इसके पास वाली साइड भी इक्वल है, एडजेसेंट साइड्स आर इक्वल। वी नो that in parallelogram opposite sides are equal, so this is 3.6 centimeter, this will also be 3.6 centimeter. This is QR is 3.6 centimeter, so this SP will also be 3.6 centimeter. Since all sides are equal, so that is why it is a rhombus. D and E are midpoints of sides AB and AC of an isosceles triangle ABC in which BC is 30 centimeter. This is 30 centimeter. Length of DE will be, D is midpoint of AB and E is midpoint of AC. So, देखिए DC 30 से BC 30 centimeter है. We know by midpoint theorem, DE will be half of BC. So this is 30 centimeter, DE will be 15 centimeter. So B is correct option. D and E are the midpoints of side AB and AC of triangle ABC, and DE is equal to 10 centimeter. Length of BC will be. Here DE is 10 centimeter. So by midpoint theorem, DE is half of BC. If this is 10 centimeter, then BC will be double of it. That will be 20 centimeter. So D is correct option. Which of the following is correct statement? A trapezium is a parallelogram. No, a trapezium is not parallelogram because in trapezium only one pair of opposite side is a parallelogram. It is not necessary that the other pair is of the trapezium is parallel. So this is not true. Second, every rectangle is a parallelogram. Yes, in rectangle, opposite sides are equal. That is why every rectangle is a parallelogram. Every parallelogram is a rectangle. See, third part. Here, this is a parallelogram, but since each angle is not necessarily 9 degrees, so this is not correct. Fourth one is every rhombus is a square. No, in rhombus all sides are equal, but it is not necessary that each angle is 90 degree. So that is also not correct. So which is the correct statement now? So we can say every rectangle is a parallelogram. B is the correct option. Two adjacent angles of a parallelogram are in the ratio 1:5. Then what about the angles of the parallelogram? Late, the parallelogram is given. This angle is 1x, and adjacent angle, this angle is 5x degree. We know in parallelogram opposite angles are equal, so this angle will be 1x degree and this angle will be 5x degree. Again, we know that sum of all four angles of a parallelogram is 360 degrees, so 1x plus 1x plus 5x plus 5x is equal to 360 degree. Totaling, that is 12x is equal to 360 degree and x is equal to 360 upon 12. That is 30 degree. So 1x is equal to, this angle is equal to 30 degree. This angle is 1x, that is also 30 degree. This angle is 5x, 5 into 30, 150 degree. And this angle is also 150 degree. So the angles are 30, 30, 150 and 150. So A is the correct option. In the following figure, FD, AE and BC are parallel lines. 52 degrees, 64 degree, then we have to determine this X. And AC is parallel to ED. This AC is parallel to ED. So see here. In triangle ABC, sum of these three angles of the triangle is 180 degrees. So 52 degree plus 64 degree, then this angle will be 64 degrees. So that the sum of three angles, 52 plus 64 plus 62, 4, that is 180 degree. Again, it is given that BC is parallel to FD is parallel to A, means BC is parallel to A, and this is transversal. So this angle 64 degree, so this angle will also be 64 degree. Again, it is given that AC is parallel to ED. So AEDF is a parallelogram. The sum of two consecutive interior angles of a parallelogram is 180 degree. So this angle will be 160 degree. So B is correct option. The three angles of a quadrilateral each are of 75 degree. The fourth angle is, we know, the sum of four angles of a triangle is 360 degree. This angle is 75 degree. This angle is also 75 degree. Three angles are 75 degree. This angle is also 75 degree. Sum of four angles of a quadrilateral is 365 degree. So what about this angle? This angle will be 135 degrees. See now, the sum of all four angles of the quadrilateral is 360 degrees. So B is the correct option. Thank you.